So today I thought that I would take it upon myself to make a video in regards to Vicarious Visions. They are the ones behind the GBA titles, such as Crash Bandicoot The Huge Adventure, Crash Bandicoot Entranced, and Crash Bandicoot Purple Ripto's Rampage. Now, Purple Ripto's Rampage, you might be wondering, what the f is that? Well, that's just a crossover with a fantastic idea of Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon crossing over. However, the execution of it wasn't so good. But aside from that, they also made Crash Nitro Kart, and they were also responsible for Crash Bandicoot being in Skylanders Imaginators with his Thumpin' Wumpin' Islands expansion pack, along with the Crash Bandicoot Sane Trilogy remaster, which we've gotten gameplay of recently at the PlayStation Experience event. Now, why am I making this video when it's so obvious that, this has been known for years and stuff? Well, I'm mainly doing this simply due to the fact that since Crash Bandicoot is back in the gaming industry, or the gaming world, however you want to put it, I feel like it's very appropriate to make this video towards those who are trying to familiarize themselves with Crash Bandicoot, basically a new generation, or, to those that somehow forgot that Vicarious Visions has had history with the Crash Bandicoot series, which boggles my mind a little bit because I'm starting to kind of see that people are acting like they don't know what they're doing. See, let me explain something. Let me break it down for you. Okay, so for the newbies, for the new people that are trying to invest themselves into the Crash Bandicoot series, I just want to say, thank you for your interest. So allow me to explain that Vicarious Visions are essentially, let's just say, Naughty Dog's brother or sister, or relative, someone who stays very faithful and is just like the previous developer of the Crash Bandicoot games, Naughty Dog. Aside from people's preferences or whatever, Crash Bandicoots 1 through CTR, which is Crash Team Racing, all received well reviews. They're very good games. So let's go back to Vicarious Visions. Okay, they made Crash Bandicoot The Huge Adventure. They made Crash Bandicoot Entranced. They made Crash Bandicoot Purple Ripto's Rampage, and they made Crash Nitro Kart. All of those games are on the Game Boy Advance, aside from Nitro Kart, because that's also on the Xbox, the GameCube, and the PlayStation 2. They're also responsible for Crash Bandicoot being in Skylanders Imaginators with his Thumpin' Wumpin' Islands expansion pack, along with Dr. Neocortex, but you get the gist. That was received pretty well from fans because they stayed faithful to the original Crash Bandicoot. Now, if you fast forward a little bit, or, sometime at least, to the PlayStation Experience event, when Crash Bandicoot's Insane Trilogy gameplay was revealed, you can clearly see that they're staying very, very, very faithful to the original PlayStation 1 title. Now, I have 3 things that I want to say, and this actually coincides with the fans of the series, the ones who are not new to the series, the ones who are familiar with the series, the ones who think insert game here is the best in the series. I have 3 things I want to say, and I'm probably going to ask a question, or maybe I'm going to add more, I don't know, but, I just have one question, and that's simply why. Why? Why are some fans actually being a little ungrateful and extremely harsh for the series, when you should actually acknowledge the fact that Vicarious Visions are the closest developer that we have to Naughty Dog making Crash Bandicoot titles, with The Huge Adventure, with Entranced, with Nitro Kart, and even with the fucking Thumpin' Wumpin' Islands expansion pack for Skylanders Imaginators. You saw how they treated that, and you see how they're treating Crash 1 in the Trilogy remaster, which is also rebuilt from the ground up, by the way, I might add. That took a lot of time, I might also add. 1, this is still a work in progress. 2, this is 3 games jammed into 1 disc. And 3, they're not a new developer. Why do people not see that throughout the whole Crash Bandicoot history of the games? Aside from Traveler's Tales, aside from Oxford Studios with Twinsanity, aside from Dimps with, Boom Bang, aside from Eurocom with Crash Bash, aside from Radical Entertainment with Tag Team Racing and Titans and Mind Over Mutant, and even the canceled Crash Bandicoot game, Crash 2010 or Crash Landed, why do people still feel as though it's necessary to say things that they are saying? Vicarious Visions worked on Crash Bandicoot in the past, and now they're bringing the series back. And they've made games very similar to the Naughty Dog titles. So why do they think that it's okay to be so excessive when Vicarious Vision has clearly shown, not only with the GBA games, but even with Skylanders Imaginators, that they know what the fuck they're doing? And with how they're doing Crash Bandicoot 1 in the Trilogy remaster, it's not even normal to say that they know what they're doing anymore, because they're showing that they know what they're doing. They even said on a coverage video with someone who was associated with PlayStation that it was scary approaching the Crash Bandicoot series with how its legacy left off, and or just, you know, with the legacy that it still has.
You're just like, oh my god, what an amazing opportunity.
Is it a little scary? Because I mean, there's a big legacy attached to Crash.
Oh yeah, it's a little scary, all right.
And with how the fans are so critical and all of that stuff, and how they're, you know, appreciating feedback and all of that. You know, how do you expect somebody to be better, or a developer to be better at something, when you're being so disrespectful or mean or too damn harsh, when you could just simply give off criticism, whether it's nitpicking or, you know, just stating something that you noticed that you think should be fixed in general, instead of being a little bitch. Now, I also understand that, and this is for those that might come in the comment section and be like, oh, you know, Jeremiah, this is Crash Bandicoot, not Uncharted or whatever. Look, I understand that Crash Bandicoot is not meant to have an adult-ish type of fan base, but a video game series is a video game series, and when it has more than 10 games, and, you know, it's loved by millions of people, you kind of have to, like, acknowledge that and just be careful with what you say or do, because Crash Bandicoot can die in an instant. Even after coming back within 8 years, that's unfortunately the reality of this whole thing. Crash Bandicoot can die instantly. The only possible way that I can see Crash Bandicoot dying is if the remasters do, like, trash. If they are trash and the fans go off on Vicarious Visions, then I would understand. But I highly doubt it, since we know what they've done before. It's not like they're a new developer. Once again, they're not a new developer. We've seen what they've done with the Game Boy games, with Nitro Kart, with the Thumpin' Wumpin' Islands expansion pack and Skylanders Imaginators, and we've seen what they've done with Crash Bandicoot 1 on the Insane Trilogy. So why are some fans actually being this stupid? Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, I felt like I had to make this video because I felt like it was very critical and urgent to know as a Crash Bandicoot fan, and to those who are trying to familiarize themselves with the series. Because those who are trying to familiarize themselves with the series are also not aware of the fact that Crash Bandicoot has just as a bad side as the Sonic the Hedgehog fan base. Because believe it or not, guys, there are actually good Sonic the Hedgehog fans within the fan base of Sonic the Hedgehog. And that can be said the same way for Crash Bandicoot. But with Crash Bandicoot, it kind of makes a little less sensical, less logical at that. Because while Crash Bandicoot's a lovable character, he doesn't have that much of a personality aside from his sister and other characters. He just makes noises, and he's mostly silent. Speaking of silent, he's silent in Crash Bandicoot 1, aside from the uh-oh cutscene, and aside from him dying, that's about it. Just like Crash Bandicoot 1. So with that being said, that's how Crash Bandicoot 2 and 3 are gonna be like. Just like how the PS1 games were. And you know what? That's all I really gotta say, you know. I hope I proved my point. I hope I'm making sense. But with how, I don't know. Honestly, I have no clue. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it may have seemed a bit unprofessional and a bit excessive. I hope it wasn't. But I just wanted to make something clear here, you know, that this is a series that can go away quick. Like, very quick. Even after the trilogy comes out. Even after a new game comes out after the trilogy. It can still happen, you know? Just know that it's not bad to try out new things. And it's not bad to add your own little twists to it when you have something in your hands. But at the same time, when you acknowledge that that thing that's in your hand is also valuable to other people, it can still be received as okay, because as human beings we should be open-minded to a lot of new things, and developers should feel secure or safe at the fact that, you know, that's a thing. We can be accepting of what they are trying to do as long as they execute it right. But if you don't like it just because it's not exactly how it was before, then you're just a baby. And that's all I gotta say. This has been Jeremiah, and I will see you guys in the next videos, whenever that will be. you know where to catch me. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, and I'm on Facebook. Also, just like how I mentioned it in my Parappa the Rapper Remastered discussion video, I have a special project dropping soon this month, and if you're wondering, yes, I will be doing a Crash Bandicoot 2 Jerry Plays in the future, probably around winter break or whenever I have time to just mass record it and get it out the way. But yeah, it will come. Don't worry, I didn't forget. And yes, I will be doing remastered gameplay videos when the Crash Bandicoot Trilogy drops. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. This is all I have to say. Peace.
Dear diary, what a day it's been. Dear diary, it's been just like a dream.